Hi, thank you for taking the time to listen to this important safety alert. I'm Lou Ott, Technical Sales Manager at Gentex Corporation for Dual Mirror Aluminized Fabrics. Gentex has manufactured superior aluminized fabrics for 50 years.
Gentex fabrics are used in proximity firefighting, industrial heat shielding, molten metal splash protection, and radiant heat protective clothing. Gentex has always delivered the highest quality product to customers for their life safety products. In fact, many industry standards were established on the performance of Gentex's dual mirror aluminized fabrics.
Recently, competitive products have been introduced to the market which do not perform as well as our dual mirror aluminized fabrics when tested according to these standards. As a courtesy to our customers and all related end users, we feel compelled to bring this to your attention since it has both economic and safety implications. All Gentex aluminized fabrics undergo rigorous testing, both at our ISO 9001 certified in-house testing lab and at our independent testing facilities including Underwriters Laboratories and the University of Alabama, Birmingham.
Gentex tests in accordance with NFPA 1971 2007 edition and several mil specs. In addition, established methods are used such as ASTM, A2TC test standards, and internationally comply with European norms and ISO standards. These standards and test methods provide the basis for evaluating the performance, durability, and acceptability of aluminized fabrics for use in protective clothing. The testing and results portrayed in this video reflect comparison testing of two identical substrates, one aluminized by Gentex with the dual mirror method and the other by a competitor. For the purposes of this video, details and results are shown for three of the specialized fabric tests: adhesion after wet flex, accelerated aging, and molten metal splash testing. Aluminized fabrics used in protective clothing are going to get wet, either by the requirements of your job or by perspiration. Delamination of any aluminized fabric would constitute a safety hazard, requiring the garment to be discarded. Gentex's fabric is engineered to withstand these inevitable conditions. The adhesion after wet flex test is intended to simulate wear in this moist environment. This sample is soaked in 60 degrees centigrade hot water for 15 minutes. Then it is exposed to 1,000 flexes. The aluminized surface is next intentionally cut in a crosshatch and taped in an attempt to peel the surface away from the fabric. To pass this test, there cannot be any visible delamination or aluminum on the peeled tape. Notice that the Gentex sample does not exhibit any of these signs. In contrast, when the competitor's fabric was tested, there were signs of delamination after wet flex, and you can see aluminum on the tape. The accelerated aging test is another routine test intended to predict long-term durability of the aluminized fabrics. This test, a commercial washing machine, is used to exert exaggerated flex and stress onto the aluminized fabric in a wet environment. No delamination of the aluminized film from the fabric is allowed. As you can see, the Gentex sample on the left does not exhibit delamination, while the competitor's sample on the right does, along with loss of aluminum and exposure of the adhesive layer after just one wash cycle. This is significant since routine performance testing requires the fabric to withstand 5 washes.
The previous tests are conducted right here at Gentex, while the molten metal splash testing is conducted independently by the University of Alabama, Birmingham. This testing is a key component as a forecaster performance for end users working in a molten metal environment. It is important for the aluminized fabric as a protective barrier to immediately shed molten metal before it can transfer its heat energy through the fabric and burn the wearer.
During each test, 1 kilogram of either molten aluminum or iron is prepared and poured to initiate the testing. Behind each sample of aluminized fabric, a cotton t-shirt is used to simulate end-use conditions. Temperature rise on the back of the fabric is measured to determine heat transfer and the protective capacity of the aluminized fabric. In this side-by-side comparison, molten aluminum is splashed on a sample of the Gentex fabric on the left and the competitor's fabric on the right. Note that the competitor's fabric did not shed the molten aluminum, which results in an extremely high transfer of heat through the fabric, endangering the wearer. Based on this result, it would be less safe to wear a garment made of this fabric for use in protecting a worker against the splash of molten aluminum. On the other hand, the Gentex sample sheds the molten aluminum as required for maximum protection of the wearer. Take notice of the temperature rise and the total heat energy data charts shown here. Upon comparison of the highest heat transfer values on these charts, you will notice that there is at least a 300% delta in both temperature rise and total heat energy between the two aluminized fabrics, favoring the Gentex fabric. In this side-by-side comparison of molten iron testing, you will notice that the molten iron is shed successfully by both the Gentex fabric and the competitors. The true difference between the two can be found in the temperature rise and the total heat energy results seen on these charts. As you can see on the back side of the splash fabrics and on the data charts, the Gentex fabric on the left allows 30% less heat to transfer through the fabric upon impact of the molten iron than the competitor's fabric on the right. Although the results presented here demonstrate the superior quality of Gentex Dual Mirror aluminized fabrics compared to our competition, it is more important that you, as the end user, be aware of the safety concerns associated with the use of lower performing aluminized fabrics.
Gentex is unique in having a full line of aluminized fabrics designed for use in diverse applications. A select group of our fabrics have been tested and are recommended for use in molten metal splash protection. We will gladly advise you in the selection of fabrics tailored to your exact needs. It is vital for the safety of the end user to select the proper protective gear manufactured with appropriate aluminized fabric. Many aluminized fabrics look the same, but the difference is in the performance, as you can see from the preceding demonstrations. To make sure it's Gentex, look for the Gentex trademark on the back of the fabric or obtain the guarantee from your supplier that it is genuine Gentex Dual Mirror aluminized fabric. As always, we will provide verification on any suspect aluminized surface. Comparative testing services are also available upon request. Thank you again for your time. If you have any questions on the contents of this video or on the Gentex Dual Mirror line of aluminized fabrics, feel free to contact me directly at 570-282-8514.
For your convenience, the contents of this video, molten metal splash test results, and product information are available online at www.aluminizedfabric.com.